Welcome back, friends, to another episode of My Zone Active Kids, where we actively invest in your future. Whose future? Your future. My name is George, guys, and I'm here with my lovely friend
Heeeyyyy, the one and only.
The one and only Heeeyyyy the magician. So you make magic tricks?
Yeah, man, I make things disappear here.
Make me disappear?
I could, but...
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
we're with our friends, so...
okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, because we're with our friends right now, we won't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, if you guys are probably thinking, what cool things are these guys sitting on? We are sitting on some cool bean bags. And if you guys probably want one of your own bean bag with your favorite color, you guys can always go at info@kickstartnam.com. You guys can email them telling them that you guys want a bean bag, and then you guys can get it in your favorite colors.
So please hurry up, because
yes, they are running out of stock. You guys should really hurry up and go and get yourself a very, very nice bean bag.
Exactly.
And also, guys, if you guys probably wondering where to catch our show, probably you found us on YouTube and you're wondering where can I watch this show, you guys can always catch us on Dstv channel 285
and
Gotv channel 25. Or if you guys probably missed some of our previous episodes, you guys didn't catch it on TV, probably you're not free at that specific time when it was playing, you guys can always go up to oneup2.com, and then you guys will find all the amazing episodes of...
And also our chatbot.
And our chatbot also. You guys can also go on our social medias and probably just get some, small highlights and stuff that you guys can probably see, the fun stuff that we do.
Just check us out.
Just check us out, guys. Check us out, check what we have to do, and then,
Yeah, so today's episode is... It's going to be messy, but interesting.
Messy.
Exactly.
But interesting.
So today we're going to talk about penicillin, which is an antibiotic that helps fight infections.
Can you tell the kids who discovered it?
So it was discovered by Alexander Fleming.
Yes. Funny enough, the way he discovered it was the most amazing thing.
Exactly.
The most amazing thing.
I think he was eating a sandwich or something, and maybe he forgot it on his desk, and then after some time it got moldy. And because he was curious, he decided to check it out, and it turned out that the penicillin was killing the mold or the bacteria without harming anything else. Yeah, so he investigated,
and then he
found out we have penicillin.
Yes. Which helps saves millions of lives.
Millions of people used to die from cuts.
And
tiny cuts.
Tiny cuts, and now
to say goodbye to your family. Terrible.
But at least due to what's his name?
Fleming.
Yes, he came back and he came to save lives.
So we should really be grateful for these medical heroes.
Yes.
Life used to be really hard.
And another thing, what is it? Stay curious, guys. Out of curiosity, he came up with a whole medicine that saves a lot of people's lives. So the moment you stay curious and you always want to know what happened, why did that do that? Why did that turn like that? How is that? Why is that? And then you end up finding, such amazing stuff.
So, friend, I have a question for you.
But wait, before we go to questions,
okay.
I just told him a song that we had to sing. A very nice song.
I don't like to sing.
Today we have to sing. We have to sing. Okay. So it's a song that's dedicated to medicine and how medicine changes and helps people.
Can you maybe take our friends through it one time? So I know the song, but it's for our friends. So they also sing along with us.
So I'll go to a third. So do you still remember how it goes, though?
I think it's about keeping yourself clean, washing your hands.
So it goes like, wait, don't tell me I forgot my own song. Don't say I forgot my own song. Wait. Just give me 5 seconds.
Just curious about the song.
Yeah, just stay curious about the song.
We'll figure it out now. So I think it's...
Just stay curious about the song.
Wash your hands.
Then it goes like... wait. It's coming, I'm getting it, It goes like... If you're sick, take medicine.
Yes.
If
you're sick, take medicine.
You should not... wait. I'm going to forget our old song.
This is bad.
This is bad. This is bad.
Okay.
But
kids, here's the message in the song. Wash your hands.
Yes.
When you take medicine. to feel better. And wash your hands. And when you start feeling better, keep taking the medication. Because if you stop just because you feel better, that's actually bad for you. Antibiotic. Yeah, it's bad for the medicine. It stops working.
So you should keep taking your medicine.
Exactly.
But at least for now, we can go to our friends. You forgot who our friends are.
Zaki and Zoe.
So let's quickly go to Zaki and Zoe and hear what they have to say about.
Exactly.
I
bet they have a lot to say.
I think they have a lot to say. So we'll be right back, kids. Hey friends, welcome to Story Time. Zoe, you won't believe what I just read. There was this scientist named Alexander Fleming, and he discovered something by accident that helped save millions of people.
By accident? What did he discover? Magic?
Close. He discovered penicillin. It's a medicine that fights bad bacteria that make people sick.
Wait a second. How do you accidentally discover medicine? That sounds like a movie.
Well, it all started in his lab in 1928. Fleming was a bit messy and he left some petri dishes with bacteria just laying around.
Petri dishes? Are those like little science plates?
Exactly. When he came back from a holiday, he noticed something strange. Mold had grown on one of the dishes.
Ew, mold? Wasn't he grossed out?
Maybe a little, but there's the cool part. The mold killed the bacteria already.
So instead of throwing it away, he looked closer?
Yep, he realized that mold was doing something powerful. It was fighting the bacteria without harming anything else.
That's amazing. And he just noticed it by chance?
That's the thing. He was curious. He didn't ignore the mold or clean up. He asked questions.
And that led to penicillin?
Yes, he studied the mold and learned it produced something that was called stop infections. He named it penicillin.
Wow, so the first antibiotic ever discovered was from mold?
Exactly. And before that, people could die from tiny cuts or simple infections. Penicillin changed everything.
I guess this means even messy desks can lead to big ideas.
Right. Sometimes it's not about being perfect, it's about being curious and paying attention.
So the lesson is, accidents aren't always bad. They might be the start of something great.
Definitely. And science is full of surprises like that.
Like what? Yep. And because of penicillin, doctors can treat infections that used to be really dangerous. Like what kind of infections, you ask?
Stuff like pneumonia, strep throat, or even infected cuts. Before antibiotics, people could die from those.
That's scary. But now, we just get a prescription and feel better in a few days.
Exactly. As long as we take the medicine the right way.
Oh, my cousin stopped taking her antibiotics because she felt better. Is that bad?
Yeah, that can be dangerous. If you don't finish them, some bacteria might survive and come back stronger.
Whoa, like superhero bacteria?
Kind of. They become harder to fight, and that's called antibiotic resistance.
So if people don't use antibiotics properly, they might stop working?
That's right. It's super important to follow the doctor's instructions.
Got it. Finish the medicine, even if I feel okay.
You'd make a great science helper, Zoe.
Thanks. I think learning about this stuff is actually really cool.
Same here. Science is just in books. It's part of real life.
And it all started with one messy lab and some mold.
Exactly. One small moment that changed the whole world.
Maybe one day we'll discover something amazing too.
Hey, anything's possible when you stay curious.
So, what if I wanted to be a scientist? Where would I even start?
You already did. Asking questions and being curious is the first step.
Really? That's it?
Yep. Then you keep learning, read books, do little experiments here and there, even watch ants in your garden.
I once tried mixed soap in food coloring, it got messy.
That's perfect. Messy is part of learning. Flaming with messy too, remember?
True. So maybe I'm already halfway to discovering something cool.
Totally. And science isn't cool in labs. It's in the kitchen, at the river, in the sky, like everywhere.
Exactly. And that's all for today, kids. See you with some more medical heroes. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, friends. Such an amazing story from Zeki and Zoe.
I know, right?
But like you learn so much from Zeki and Zoe. That's the best part about everything. You learn so much. So the moment, like every time you learn something new, it's just something amazing. It makes you feel so smart. Like I feel smart now. I feel smart.
Same. And we learned about
so many stuff.
So many people who discovered things.
Like, and
I think there was Marie Curie.
There were a lot
with the energy. There was Thomas Edison with the light bulb. There was Galileo with the planets. So many
things
stuff
that you learn. So many stuff.
So
that's the best part about Zeki and Zoe. Whenever you are listening to what they have to say, it's always something that you can learn from. You learn a lot, actually, from Zeki and Zoe.
It teaches you that. Being curious and making accidents is.
I remember there's a part. I remember there's a part when Zeki told Zoe that the moment you ask a lot of questions, that's where you start learning a lot. You always have to be curious and asking a lot of questions. That's where you start to learn a lot, and that's the good part about always listening to Zeki and Zoe's story time, and their discussions is always an amazing thing to do.
So friends, I want to ask you guys a question. Have you ever been in a messy situation or a messy accident where you actually learned something cool? What maybe you can start?
Oh, funny part, there was once when because like one of my friends, he's a painter, he paints, right? So he paints art and does a lot of painting and stuff like that. So there was a point when he was painting, I think he was painting a wall, and then you know they always put like newspapers on the ground, so that when they paint, they don't like the paint doesn't fall onto the ground and they device it. So like he kept on using the same newspaper and was painting like different walls. So when we came back, there were drops of like different color paints. Oh, and it looked so amazing. And you just discovered that he made art out of like he didn't even know he was making art, and then he just made art.
Accidents can be very beautiful.
Can sometimes be very, very, very nice. So it was an art piece that he made. Were you ever in such a situation?
I think one time I was playing with water and salt and batteries.
Why would you play? Why would you play with water and salt and batteries? But curiosity is curiosity. You just like, what can I do with all these things? So,
and I learned some pretty cool things about metals and salt and electricity. And I think I put in a nail. It was rusted, and then I think the rust
started getting off.
Come off. Yeah, or something like that. It was a long time ago.
Then it became a good needle. It was
clean, like not new, like it came out of the shop.
But it was just clean.
Cleaner.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. So
that's amazing. Yeah.
Exactly. So you really
because do you know that if you put an egg in vinegar, the egg shell, the part of the shell part disappears, so you can see through. It becomes like a see-through type of egg.
Really?
Yes.
I think kids tried at home, but with a parent.
Parents, yes. I tried at home, but always ask your guardians, ask your parents if you can do that. Yeah.
And maybe you can combine the two, but don't eat the egg.
Yes, please don't eat the egg.
Eat the egg. Don't taste
Don't eat the egg.
Yeah. But stay curious. Maybe you might be the next great scientist. Who knows?
Maybe you might just figure out something that we don't know.
Exactly.
That's
What about what would you like to accidentally discover if, in one of your experiments?
Funny part is that, or like what would I want to discover in one of my experiments? Probably something I want to discover out. What would I want to discover? That's like a difficult question to ask.
I don't know. What's a problem that is facing the world that, you wish you could maybe solve?
Or just like, it's like something in the world. Probably could be anything.
Anything.
Has something to think about. You first tell me. Maybe I'll get a clue from you.
I could send food via Wi-Fi. I could Bluetooth food from my fridge to the studio.
Quickly. Like nothing long.
Yeah. You know? But it would be bad if like your phone died and the food stopped sending.
That's the thing.
Yeah, charge your phone.
Charge your phone, wait for your food and all that.
But I really wish I could Bluetooth or Wi-Fi my food.
Yes, that's actually that would actually be a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Or I could Bluetooth my friends into studio.
Studio right now, all my friends.
But yes, unfortunately we can't do that, and we're out of time. So
we still have to go to our friends.
Yeah, but we're out of time.
Okay.
We can't Bluetooth you into studio. Yeah, we don't have time. We could, but we don't have time.
So first, let's go back to our friends, Zeki and Zoe.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bye.
Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm wonderful, hooray! Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm wonderful, hooray!
Hi friends, my name is Zoe.
And my name is Zaki.
And we are niece and nephew. Zaki, have you ever asked a question so random, but then it led you to learn something really cool?
All the time, and that's what today is all about. How being curious can lead to amazing discoveries.
Like the story of Alexander Fleming. He was just a scientist who discovered something by mistake just because he paid attention.
Right. He saw some mold in his lab, just ordinary mold, but it was something unexpected.
It was killing the bacteria around it. Instead of cleaning it up, he got curious and looked closer.
And that led to the discovery of penicillin, the world's first antibiotic.
Penicillin helped doctors save millions of lives, all because Fleming didn't ignore what looked like a mess.
It just goes to show, sometimes big things start from small, everyday moments.
Even a messy desk, a spilled drink, or a strange question could be the beginning of something incredible.
Absolutely. That's why it's so important to pay attention, stay curious, and ask, what is that happening?
And not be afraid of mistakes or accidents. They might lead us to something new.
So true. Some of the best discoveries were never planned.
Okay, Zaki, now I'm curious. How can we train ourselves to be more curious every day?
Well, Zoe, curiosity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
So what does that look like? Do I just ask questions all day long?
Pretty much. Ask questions about the things you see, hear, smell, even taste. Like, why does the sky change color at sunset?
Or why do dogs tilt their heads when we talk to them?
Exactly. Questions like those help your brain stretch and grow.
Okay, but what if I don't know the answers?
That's the best part. You can look them up, ask a teacher, or even try a little experiment to find out.
Like when I tested which fruit sinks or floats in the water?
Perfect example. Everyday things can become science adventures.
So next time I see something weird, I'll stop and ask, why is that happening?
Yes, even if it seems silly, some of the best scientists ask questions that others didn't.
Like Alexander Fleming. Everyone else saw mold. He saw a mystery.
And that mystery saved millions of lives. Pretty amazing, right?
Totally. So I can start with small stuff, like testing how shadows move during the day.
Now you're thinking like a scientist.
This is fun. It's like the whole world is turning into a classroom.
Exactly. You don't need a lab coat to be curious. You just need to stay open and observant.
Okay, world, get ready. I've got questions and I'm not afraid to ask them.
That's the spirit, Zoe. And you're not alone. So many famous discoveries start with someone asking a big what if.
Like who else besides Alexander Fleming?
Well, there's Galileo. He was curious about the stars and made one of the first telescopes to study space.
Wow, so without him, we might not even know how planets move?
Exactly. And then there's Maria Curie. She was super curious about invisible energy and discovered a new element.
Invisible energy? That sounds like superhero stuff.
It does. She discovered radioactivity, which later helped in medicine and science.
Who else asked big questions?
Thomas Edison asked how to make light without fire, and he invented the light bulb.
That's awesome. Imagine life without light bulbs.
Right. And Wangari Maathai in Kenya asked, what if planting trees could help people and the planet? And she started a whole movement.
So cool. She used curiosity to help the earth and her community.
That's what curiosity can do. It's not just about science. It's also about helping people and solving problems.
Exactly. Friends, please stay curious. Until next time.
Bye. Welcome back, friends, to our favorite segment of the show, which is Active Activity. So we have a little bit of a fun game for our Active Activity.
Yes.
For our Active Activity, we have a game called Make Your Own Bacteria. Yes,
exactly.
So basically you guys know how we have different bacteria, like, not bacteria, but just sicknesses like flu and all those type of stuff, man. So we are going to try and come up with our own bacteria, and we're going to state what body parts they affect and what they make your body, like, what do I say? Like, you know how, like,
just how they
reaction
affect.
they give to your body.
Like for instance, flu.
Like, for
you know,
example, flu,
it affects the
throat,
things like
whatever,
that.
and then the nose,
then it
the
causes
mucus
your
that
nose.
come out because you have to
Yeah.
keep blowing back in all that mucus.
just-
one of the most annoying things.
Exactly, especially when one is blocked and the other is open. Yeah.
So yes, we are gonna come up with our own.
Pathogens,
Pathogens,
bacteria,
basically.
germs,
So
viruses.
I'm gonna let my friend start with this. Make up your own first. I'll let you make up your own first. So first, you have to state a name, and then you state what body part like you state your own name. You make up your own name, and you state what body part it affects and how it makes your body react after that.
So, so I'm the red bacteria.
Red bacteria. Oh, because you're sitting on the red
exactly,
beanbag.
and
Okay.
I look exactly like this beanbag. So I look kind of like a blood cell.
So basically.
And I'm very dangerous because I'm red.
Yeah.
The body part that I affect is the knees. I make your knees dissolve.
So like if I get your sickness, the red part,
no knees.
It's no knees.
No knees. You can't go anywhere.
There's no way. So just sit at home.
You stay at home, social
some
distancing. Yeah. No knees. In 2 weeks, your knees are gone.
Good. That's a crazy bacteria. So
There's
kids,
no cure. So be
friends,
careful.
So friends, stay away from that bacteria.
The
How
red-
do you stay away from that bacteria?
You always wear long trousers.
Oh. Okay, always wear long trousers.
Make sure to wash your knees.
Oh, so I put my body part. I just have to wash my knees. Just my
No,
knees.
you wash
The
the
whole
rest
body?
because you can also get other ones.
But
This is just the knees.
The knees, okay.
Yeah, wash your knees properly.
Uh,
Yeah, just keep them hydrated, Vaseline, and drink water. Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? What
So
What is your?
If I had to bring up my own bacteria or anything, first, what name do I give it? That thing
Yeah.
about a nice name. A nice name. So, probably call mine. What name would be nice?
I mean, I named mine after my
Your
beanbag,
beanbag.
but I don't know now what.
Okay.
But yeah.
Let me think of a nice name because I need a nice name. So I'm thinking about something nice.
The
So
destroyer.
Yeah, the blue destroyer. Because the blue
destroyer.
beanbag, the blue destroyer. So basically, the blue destroyers, it affect your let me say your toes.
Okay.
Yeah, so your toes.
Okay.
So your toes, and then for your toes.
What does it do to them?
Yeah. So basically, like if you get the infection, the blue destroyers, your toes won't move anymore.
So it's
you're just gonna be still. Yeah,
like
so
a
you'll be able
rake.
to bend on them.
Like a rake.
Yes, like a ring. So they will just be straight the whole time, not able to move or do anything. Yeah.
So which means you can't run because you know when
Yeah,
you are
you
running,
have to
like
be on your toes. Yeah, so your toes are able to move, so you just be like
you can't
straight.
run.
Yes, so it affects your toes, and this happens. Basically, you get this.
Mm-hmm. How do you get
so
it?
basically, if you don't wash your toes, you know when you always go in the shower, you don't like being those long
Oh,
stories of
yeah,
going
yeah,
in between
yeah,
your toes.
in between,
Yeah, you just
yeah.
go No, so
Yeah.
there's no those things anymore. So
Oh,
you have to
so you-
edge each toe. You have to wash in between each toe. Each toe you wash in between each toe, so that you can stay safe. Yes?
So it's like you are like glue. If we don't wash, the glue builds up.
Yeah,
and
like
then
you know, like if you put glue and then you don't you don't
yeah.
wash off the glue, so your fingers just stay like that. So you have to wash in between everything. You know when they say wash your hands, so you have to wash in between all
every
the parts.
toe.
Yeah.
You hear that, friends?
Yeah. So
So
that's just some
you know,
advice for you guys to stay
and look,
neat and stay
we
clean.
made this up, but you don't know. Maybe it exists somewhere
Maybe it
in
exists
nature
somewhere,
already,
yes,
like
yes.
COVID.
Like
we
COVID,
didn't know
you
about
don't know.
COVID. Yeah. So
Yeah. But
stay
anyways,
clean.
friends, stay clean.
Stay curious.
Stay curious. Yeah.
And don't forget to catch us at 10 on
Dstv
Dstv 285,
Gotv
Gotv
channel
25, social media, Facebook,
1up2.com.
1up2.com, and our chatbot on WhatsApp.
And that's it from us. So
Bye, friends.
bye, friends.
See you.